Welcome back to another edition of Tea and Toys. Yes, that's right, we've got the latest wave of the Marvel Legends Kenner Retro 375 line. Whew, every time that title just gets longer and longer. Unlike the other waves, we've got only 5 new characters this time round. I believe the other figure was, I think it's either Captain America or Spider-Man, probably a Spider-Man, as the other figure in the wave. And we get actually 2 villains this time round. Every other wave has only had 1 token baddie per wave. So this time we get Jean Grey's the Dark Phoenix. I cannot get over how amazing and retro looking this artwork is. Do not sack this guy, Hasbro. Pay him more, or pay her more, pay them more. Yeah, it's just, love it. But one thing I did notice on my Jean Grey's is that she has a beauty spot. She has a big hairy mole on her chin right there. So unfortunately these things happen on figures, paint splodges and whatnot. It's a shame. I'm not getting them out of the boxes just yet, and if I do, I will try and get the old fingernail and get that off. And like all the others, she comes with a little bio on the back. I believe the rhyming is kind of they're trying. They are trying with the rhyming with it. And like that always you can cut out like a little bio card there as well. This really should have been like that. Should have been. So you can cut this out, so you get that on the back. And that's just me. But yeah, fantastic. And use the same buck as the other Jean Grey, who is right here. Let's get her out as well. One from the Hasbro Pulse Limited Edition set. Exactly the same buck, but look how cool they look at that artwork. They look good next to each other. So I'm glad they did do like the Jean Grey Phoenix and Dark Phoenix versions back to back, so we're having to wait and then just use a cheap out later on down the line. But hang on, that's her compared. And who's next? We get Eddie Brock's the Venom. Now, I can't remember Venom's first appearance. I think he was either 88 or 89, so I think he is still technically an 80s character. I'm probably wrong, but it's going to go, 1995 again, or something like that. I don't know, I think it's 80s. We know the symbiote suit first appeared in Secret Wars 8, and Eddie Brock was obviously a little bit after that and a little bit before Venom, for obvious reasons. And one thing that the more modern comics and the more modern storytelling of Venom is, these things get retconned, but we are Venom is something that he used to say. So Venom was the symbiote and Eddie Brock, not just the symbiote. The symbiote wasn't Venom. Venom was the combination of Eddie Brock, not Matt Gargan, not any other pretenders that have been Venom in the last 20 years. Eddie Brock and the alien symbiote, they are Venom. In my eyes, this is my Venom. I don't like it. He's got his tongue that's half a bloody mile out his mouth and he's about 800 foot tall. No, this just as bigger looking Spider-Man, bigger, nastier looking Spider-Man. That is the Venom I like and love. And having said that, he is actually a whole new buck. So it'll be interesting to see what other characters in this size we're going to get. That'll be interesting. And a third member of the Fantastic Four we're finally getting. They like to fall over. So try and catch him. Is Reed Richards. Again, not the biggest fan of FF comic. I never was, never have been. But I do love the Fantastic Four appearing with the Avengers, with the X-Men, in Spider-Man. They're there for me, like the Inhumans, to a lesser extent. But the Fantastic Four all the way. And now we're talking about FF. We can't not talk about Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, also out. Cannot wait for the Thing. The Thing is up in the next wave, along with Green Goblin, the Thor, and the Black Widow, and the other characters will be repeats. Like all the others, Reed comes with a cut-out bio card and a little rhyming thing there. Let's get Johnny and Sue out the way. And we get the brown and tan costume Wolverine. This is the one I grew up with. This is when I think of Wolverine. This is the costume that I know and love. But that's not discounting the old Tiger Stripes Wolverine. Again, I'm kind of glad that they did do this, and I did predict rightly that they would do this version of Wolverine after they announced this one. So I'm imagining this is going to be a very popular figure to pick up, both this one and this one. Obviously this one will be a little bit harder because it's just online exclusive. But this is a good representation of Wolverine. This is a lot of people's Wolverines, the 80s one. The old Mutant Massacre costume. And he has his first battle with Sabretooth. Again, fingers crossed for Sabretooth coming out. Really want to see that. And last up is Falcon. Another character that I grew up with as a child. Absolutely love this character. Unlike a lot of other people... Oh, look at him, he's got a big blodge there on his head. Oh, that's annoying. Urgh. My Falcon is ruined. And he comes with Redwing. Yeah, grew up with this character. And for me, he is his own character. Like, when they made him Captain America, I can see the why, but it took away from him being a very successful and independent character in his own right. I remember reading the old Captain America Falcon books. Like, grew up with him. This is Falcon in my eyes. That very much an independent character. So we've done the comparisons. We've done that. And one thing that I have noticed that Hasbro has done with this line is that they are staying true to the old Secret Wars. It was a 16-figure toy line. Spider-Man, Symbiote Suit Spider-Man, the Daredevil, Iceman. Now, it's probably the wrong armour for Iron Man because it was the James Rhodes version of Iron Man. Captain America and Wolverine were the figures released. There he's off camera there. Were the figures released in that line. So we've got the 8 heroes, but we currently only have 2 of the 8 baddies. So we're missing. No, I've cheated here. I've got them out. I've got them out. Another thing I'm going to quickly switch to, the 1988 Waddington's Top Trumps card set. I want all these characters that appeared in both the heroes and the villains card sets. I'm going to go through them all now. So who's missing from the Secret Wars? Baron Zemo, Doctor Doom, Dr. Octopus, the Hobgoblin, and the Constrictor and Kang, who weren't Waddington's cards. And they're the other characters to complete that original Secret Wars line of toys. The heroes are all done, including the variant Spider-Man. I cannot wait. Fingers crossed that they will push through and give us those other characters. But as we're talking about the villains, we know we've already got Loki. Green Goblin is coming up, and Electro. Obviously, they have done. Who else have they done? These old Waddington's cards. Abomination, definitely want him. Absorb Man, yes. Annihilus, yes. Blaster, yeah. We need more FF baddies. Diablo, FF baddie. Dormammu to go with. Oh, Doctor Strange isn't done. So yeah, definitely want Dormammu. Dragon Man again. Dragon Man will have to be a bit of a bigger figure. Again, for the bigger figures, I don't want giant, stupid, oversized toys. I kind of want them to fill the box. Just have them at one big ass scale, like Galactus, your Dragon Man. Just have them all sort of the same big scale. I don't want a 20-foot tall action figure. Others might want that. I don't want it. I want it affordable and space friendly. But that's just me. So Dragon Man, the Dread Knight. Egghead, again, another weird character that you probably won't see in this line. But as they've already got that 1986 Secret Wars characters, most of them are done, except the baddies. I think the guys on this team at Hasbro, they had these as kids as well. So I'm betting that these cards are in the back of their minds. Galactus, again, like I said with Dragon Man. Goliath, now this is actually the, I think this is the Clint Barton Goliath, if I'm remembering correctly. So, yeah, I want Hawkeye, definitely want Hawkeye. This version of Goliath, I don't know. I'd probably get it because he's one of these cards. I would. Kingpin, 100% needs to get the Kingpin again, a new mould. The Mad Thinker, definitely. Mentallo. Miracle Man, again, another weird character. He has not appeared in comics for a long time. I think he might even be dead. But I still want him. It's like, an evil version of Mandrake the Magician without the top hat. Mysterio. We've got to have the Sinister Six. We've got to have the Sinister Six. Nitro. The Plant Man. The Rhino. Definitely. Looking at that Venom, the Thing, and the Hulk. Definitely want that buck in the Rhino. Sandman. Again, more Sinister Six love. The Silver Samurai. Yeah, just do it. And weirdly enough, he's the only X-Men baddie in this set of cards. The Trapster, or Paste Pot Pete, or what his original name was. The Vulture. And the Wizard, the Wingless Wizard. Again, another FF baddie. Cannot wait for them to do these characters. All the cards. And the cards that they've done, there are 32 cards in each pack. In each deck, sorry. And they've done half of the heroes already in this line, which is making me think that they have these cards in the back of their heads when they're doing this line. Now, some of these characters, like the baddies, some are like, oh, what the hell is that? Aguila, Spain's finest superhero. You know what? Grew up with this card deck. I want him. The American Eagle. Just imagine that on this line. This beautiful feathers motif. Don't chicken out. Don't be afraid to do the American Eagle. This is a great character. Now, these cards is what made me want to look up these characters and read more about their stories. The Black Cat, Monica Rambeau's Captain Marvel. See, this is Captain Marvel I grew up with. I didn't grow up with Marvel. I didn't grow up with Genisvel. This is my Captain Marvel. Monica Rambeau. Doctor Strange. Again, I'm surprised they've not done him. Again, you need Dormammu. You're going to have Doctor Strange. Gardner. Okay. He's probably an outside bet in this line. But like I said, if these cards in the back of their minds, you bet we'll see the Gardener. Hawkeye, 100% need to do this version of Hawkeye. The purple and blue costume with the bow and arrow. Moondragon, not her best costume, but I'd get it. Nick Fury, 100% the Nick Fury. Definitely want this. The female version of Nova, which I can strongly see them doing the other version, the male version of Nova as well. Powerman, Luke Cage, yes. In this costume, not the lazy, I'm just wearing a black t-shirt and some jeans version. This, the superhero costume of Powerman, I want that. And the Iron Fist to go with it. She-Hulk, a line like this would be disastrous without the She-Hulk. This version of Spider-Woman, Secret Wars Spider-Woman, yeah, definitely. But I still want to get the, oh god, this is Jessica Carpenter. Who's the other one? I think they're both called Jessica Drew. Both versions. Definitely get both versions of Spider-Woman. The Stingray, I can't see them doing him so soon. And Submariner, I think he's probably the oldest Marvel superhero. I think he's pre-Marvel, from memory. And obviously, whilst not in this costume, it's an ugly costume, needs the wings. But yeah, they've done half of the hero deck of the top trumps, and they've only done about 3 of the baddies. So fingers crossed, we'll see the remaining characters, obviously all the rest of the villains from the Secret Wars stuff, and the rest of these old top trumps cards. Another thing from 1987 was the Marvel Superheroes Omnibus. This book is what got myself and my brother into comic books. This introduced us to all those beautiful characters that we grew up with as children. And I'll show you a picture. This isn't even actually the Juggernaut, but this one scene started my love for the Juggernaut and him fighting the Hulk. And for him, I've got all those issues where he fights the Hulk. And you know my opinion, I'm a Juggernaut man. But there he is. This is what started my love for that character, the Juggernaut. The Abomination and everything, they're all in. It's a great issue. It's a great issue. Doc Samson slaps down the Hulk. And I said, obviously, the first proper fight between Wolverine and Sabretooth. Definitely want this version of Sabretooth over any others. Because again, it's the one I grew up with. I would take all different versions of Psylocke. But the English version I would like, as well as the Japanese version. And it was this write-up. It was this write-up that they put in this book. That, because obviously Nightcrawler is in a coma, and Colossus is paralysed in his steel form. And it was just this write-up was just that mystery of who these two characters were. It started my love for Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler's my favourite superhero. Juggernaut's my favourite supervillain. And I just want all these characters from this book as well. Again, it covers so many baddies in the Hulk issue. I know they're all his mind playing tricks on him. But you got the Rhino, you got MODOK, you got the Abomination, Juggernaut, MODOK, sorry. But again, the leader's in there as well. That's all the original X-Men lineup. Not in the X-Factor costumes, not bothered about that. But 100% want to see that 1987 Omnibus, the 1988 Top Trumps cards, finish off the Secret Wars line. What do you want from this line? Are you still excited for more waves? I definitely am. Going to pick up that next 4. Don't forget to love, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.